What's up, everybody? I'm going to read some poems for you. The first two are really depressing, but the last one's happy, so I'm not going to fill you guys with sadness. Alright, so this first one's called The Cycle. Though there are few smooth spots in the bumpy road I travel, it always comes back to the same feeling. Hard, black, cold. I leave warm sunny fields filled with temporary joy, then I return to reality. Emptiness like a night sky, lacking stars or city lights. I search for an answer, but everywhere I lead leads me to the same door. Me. I am to blame. I'm the creator of my own poison. I desperately try to be the scared, helpless victim in the corner, but I'm just as much that as I am the man with the gun. I refuse to accept it, so I give the gun to someone else. Friends, family, anyone I can hurt, hate, blame. I put them in front of the mirror that I'm forced to face, but they are not evil. They are warm, kind, loving. They reach out their hands and chase away the dark, like the morning sun rising over the east. I'm able to see the same light and feel the same warmth that I once knew. But as I return to the same grassy fields, I always remember that the moon never stays down. The night will come again, and always will, until I look at the mirror and discover the man inside. This next one's called The Violinist. It's also sad. Don't worry, the happy one's coming. I walked up the stairs to my room, the violinist still playing his song. I went in quickly and shut the door, trying to keep him out. He entered anyway, his sad tune growing ever louder. His notes started moving around, ricocheting off the walls. The notes were trying to escape, but all in vain. The door was, after all, shut. My day had been ill, and I asked him to leave me in peace. He looked down at the shackles on his feet. His eyes then followed the connecting chain all the way to my hand. A simple nod of his head was all he gave me. During all this time, he never ceased playing. He knew the piece by heart, for he'd played it 1,000 times. Knowing it was useless, I turned looking for someone else. The usual crowd had gathered for the occasion, but help they wouldn't. The heart was missing its arrow, the jester's mouth was taped, the rapper's rhymes wouldn't triumph over the intensity of the notes still ever present. And the wise old man, he'd packed up his things long before I arrived. So I sat there, the violinist, and his music. I fought, yelled, cussed, shut my ears, but still listened to the song. Time went by, who knows for how long. Then I saw it, a small beam of light hovering between the cracks in the doorway. I then took to my steed and rode into the unknown. The violinist still rode behind me playing. The piece had still some time to go, and he wasn't leaving until it was finished. But unlike before, I chose to ignore the ever-present notes going into my ear. I turned my attention forward and went off into the unknown. And this one's called Happiness. When people think of happiness, all the wrong things come to mind. Riches beyond their wildest dreams, power greater than any. But achieving happiness with that is like trying to reach the sun. Little do most know that the true treasure chest is far closer than the average mind would suspect. Happiness is not winning the lottery, but finding a 20 on the side of the road. Happiness is sitting down after a long day's work, TV show before you, wielding a brew in one hand and a chocolate bar in the other. Happiness is walking by that TV and seeing that old kid show that you used to love, and then you stop. You forget what you're doing, and you just stare. Memories begin surfacing. Nostalgia consumes your mind. Everything else fades away like smoke. Time loses all meaning, and then you sit, perfectly content to do this forever. And then all of a sudden, you come back, down to earth. Reality fades back into existence. You go on with your day, forget your entire experience. The average person wouldn't know true happiness if it hit them in the face. But maybe that's the beauty of it. For once in your life, you're free of desires and burdens. It's that one, almost insignificant thing that makes you content to stay that way for eternity.